I've seen enough. What you saw is someone who has more empathy for foreign invaders than her own country's people, especially autistics. In the Spanish exclave of Ceuta in last weekend, there were maybe 50,000 Muslim invaders that just stormed across the border into Ceuta. And while that's technically in Africa, it's part of Spain and is a popular route for migrants to get to mainland Spain and the rest of Europe from there. So if you lose Ceuta, you have a wide open door for everyone to come to the main part of your country. This is basically every country, especially outside the United States. And in these same countries, unthinkable abuse is taking place to autistic kids in special needs programs. And absolutely nobody's talking about any of this. And the far left pretends to be friends of us, and yet not only do they condone this abuse and do nothing about it, they also exacerbate our unemployment and relationship issues by importing these millions of foreign strangers who don't speak our language and don't adhere to our values, and it just complicates things. They take the jobs instead of us, and it's harder for us to have relationships because there's fewer of your own countrymen inside of your borders, at least relative to the total population. This is in a society that considers us to be a burden. As in, do we use more resources than we produce? Which I can see how that would happen, because in a society where you have to ask for permission to be able to produce something, and combine that with every lie in the book about autism, the burden was created by society. It's not exactly our fault. And these same people that are heck-bent on keeping us out of the workforce are the ones that import these millions of foreigners who have no intentions of assimilating into our country for political reasons. And just from the known fraud and the lack of productivity, many of these people deliberately don't work, literally makes them factually a burden on our society. And this is all while untapped potential from millions of autistic young people is being completely forgotten about and even transitioned out of existence. So instead of pushing people like us to invent fake quote-unquote gender identities, how about we encourage ourselves to actually invent solutions to save Western civilization? Which is, of course, what the left doesn't want. They want us to be transitioned out of existence so that we can't stop them. I've already got a solution to every major issue that is facing this country. It's that implementing said solutions is a completely different beast. It's a lot harder to do, and that is something that needs a solution in and of itself, which I also have. There are actually reports that the woman in the video disappeared. Now, I haven't proven that, but if she did disappear and hasn't returned, it'd be because she brought that upon herself. Actions speak louder than words, and it's time for Westerners, especially people who are exceptional, to wake up before it is too late. I've been your host, Sven Sharpen, for today's episode of Sharpen the Narrative. God bless you all. Thank you for watching, and have a great day. Goodbye.